Hey guys, it's Elliott Booth and this is the Tattoo Removal Australia show. Say goodbye to the myths, confusions and misconceptions of the tattoo removal industry and say hello to real information, real clients and real results. Welcome to the TRA show with myself and my beautiful co-host Rita Da Silva, where we take you beyond the trend. Welcome back, guys.
Welcome back, everyone.
Another episode of the TRA show.
Yes, we are back. One more week.
Yeah.
And I can see the orange scrubs are back on.
They've made a comeback.
Yeah.
Get a little bit of
brightness for our show.
Bit of engagement on some content.
Yeah, there you go. I love it. I noticed that now you have like the long sleeves ones, like you wearing the blue ones.
Yeah.
Making some change.
Anybody that comes into the clinic knows that I don't actually wear these at all. In fact, I hate them.
Yeah.
I just wear them for brand recognition and just basically to stop people scrolling.
Yeah.
It's really disruptive to see these on your feed.
Oh, you definitely get attention.
Yeah. Good or bad, couldn't faze me. Just stop and watch. Yeah. So yeah, I recently started thinking how casual I am in the clinic. You know, like so.
Right. Because normally you just wear like your shorts and shoes.
Short shirts.
Yeah.
Because you don't need to.
Casual.
Yeah, you don't need to wear
these scrubs all the time.
No,
but considering that it's like a clinic setting, it's important to look more professional. Yeah.
So I came to that realization and bought some funky scrubs that are like very normal, but yeah. Kind of cool.
Yeah, and it's pretty cold in the clinic as well because the aircon has to be so high because of the laser. Yeah. And like you kind of like it's freezing. Yeah. I was there the other day and I go, oh my gosh, this is not pleasant.
21 degrees and you got to sit there for
the
10 hours.
Yeah. How was your new chair? So Elliott just got a new chair for his clinic.
Oh, the desk chair.
The desk chair.
Yeah. For 8 or 10 months, I haven't had a chair. So I've been sitting on this stool, which is crazy.
I know. Yeah. Poor back.
Yeah. So much pain. So I finally spent $200 on a desk chair.
Yeah.
Which I should have done.
Hunting desk chairs.
I should have done a very long time ago.
I know.
Yeah, speaking of that, I gave it a good run on Saturday.
Yeah.
Chatting to a lot of the clients that came through on Saturday. It was kind of the aftermath, the knock-on effect, the ripple effect, no pun intended, from the cyclone.
Yes.
Because when Saturdays are so booked out, you know, they're like the most popular day.
A lot of people want to.
We had to can the entire Saturday because there was no power. So Saturday just gone was mental.
Yeah. How many clients was that?
I think 21. And 20 showed up. One person didn't show up. But yeah, because Saturdays are booked out for like a month, I think there was 6 extra people I added on by giving them starting work an hour early. So I was in the clinic at 6 a.m., gave them 2 people my lunch break and then 2 more people at the end of the day. So it was like an 11-hour day, 0 breaks.
Wow. No lunch break?
No lunch break. Plenty of YoPros. Just on the go. Yeah.
It makes sense why you're so grumpy the end of
the day. Exactly. At least I didn't have a sore back.
Yeah. How was everyone? Like, how was like all the clients? How did they get too affected of the cyclone? Like,
you know how like even when we came in this morning, it's like small talks like cyclone. So there was a lady and I was like, oh yeah, how was your cyclone? And she's like, oh, you know, starts crying. And I was like, okay. And
really?
then she's saying how there's like 50 grand's worth of water damage came in because it like came in down the walls and all this stuff and insurance doesn't cover it. And I was like, I wish I didn't put my foot in that conversation.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
it's
some people
sad. Hey, like so many people.
Yeah, some people get
proper
affected. Yeah.
How do you deal with when someone just open up their feelings? Like, how do you feel? Like,
that's fine.
Yeah,
but it's kind of
confronting sometimes. Hey, because I'm working in fitness, like as we are discussing last episode, you kind of deal when people they are under discomfort and like having someone like having like opening up, like showing vulnerability, sometimes like you have to use like the right strategies to
I'm
say
not very
something
good
back.
at that. Hey? You're great at that.
Yeah, so it is difficult for me, and I can imagine for you. Elliott's the type of man that avoids emotion as much as he can.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Am I?
Pretty spot on.
So I can imagine how challenges for you sometimes having someone having a meltdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else? How's your week been?
My week has been great.
We're recording this on Monday, so
yeah.
Do you have a nice weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, that's something I wanted to talk about.
Yeah. So my week I had like few clients coming on board online, and it was like so good. It's feels so rewarding. Be part of this initial journey of fitness. They are like so committed, and they are like so motivated. So it's so inspiring. Like it feels rewarding. That's for sure.
Give it a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
The motivation
but that's the
will
thing.
drop.
Yeah, the motivation will drop, but like you have to keep consistent. Doesn't matter what, you know. Yeah, consistency over perfection always. And so I'm very happy with that. And then I had my best friend's birthday on Saturday, Fabiano, and was his birthday yesterday. Happy birthday. And then we are celebrating
31?
one day before 31 again. I love like friends' birthdays because like it's an opportunity to hang out with my best friends, but I don't have to like represent and be the maid of honor kind of thing, you know.
True.
So
Rita has way too many friends.
Yes,
not too many, but
like I have
sociable.
And was like so great, like celebrating like life and friends as like I'm away from my family. My friends, they are like my very close, the people that I trust, the people that are with me like on the sadness, on the happiness, and then having like be able to celebrate life after the cyclone, after so many things that you have gone through on the last 14 years. So it's so good. And like a few tough conversations, like I didn't see so many friends like for a while, and like hanging out, like people start talking to you and opening up, and like it was like moments then I had like few tough conversations. So was pretty good.
That's nice.
Long answer.
Yeah. No, that's really good.
That's the coffee then I just had before. Double shot piccolo, make me like that.
And then on Sunday, don't ask me how I got this to happen, but I got Rita hooked on Drive to Survive.
Yes.
Thank fuck. Because for the first time ever, we spent the day watching Formula One together.
Yeah.
And I thank Drive to Survive on Netflix.
I kind of love it.
I thank Drive to Survive on Netflix for that, because it sort of gives people the biggest gateway into like the politics and the drama in it.
Yeah.
If somebody just isn't into the motorsport and they just watch cars going around a track, that it's like so hard to get into.
Yeah.
So that series is an awesome gateway.
Yeah.
And it got me into it like 5-6 years ago. So good.
Yeah, like as a very tradition women, like I love it. Drama.
Yeah, true.
So as long as a drama, you have my attention.
Yeah. But that was awesome.
So like it was such a nice Sunday, like good race.
Man, I was screaming the house down when Oscar Piastri was just sliding off the road.
Yeah, it was. Oh no, he did so well. Mostly. Such mental game. Hey, for them, like for
Remember
all.
That?
Like,
so there's actually no, it wasn't the Brazilian that crashed. There was all these debuts, you know, like new people in the sport, and then the one kid crashed before the race even started and was just bawling his eyes out. And what a debut
it's like
to remember.
Huge opportunity. They're so young as well, like going through
He was like 19.
Yeah, and having like a huge opportunity, not knowing like it. Then you just like lost how to deal with it. So can you imagine
But then the only saving grace is then, I know it sucks, but like when Alonso like crashed into the wall, you're like, oh, even the most experienced guys.
Yeah, can happen.
Happens, yeah.
So
fucking Melbourne, honestly.
Yeah.
That weather, they're like, it was so crazy.
Have you been like a trainer of the Formula Ones? I never asked you that. Never.
Nah,
yeah.
never.
Maybe something we can.
Yeah, except it's so fucking expensive.
Yeah.
We want to go to Sao Paulo.
That's
where
true.
Rita obviously is from and her parents are. We went to Interlagos last year, but we went go-karting, funnily enough, in the rain, and it was horrible. I don't know if anybody's ever go-karted in the rain, but they don't put wet weather tires on. So unless you're Ayrton Senna, you cannot. You just spin out every corner.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
And then like
horrible.
I'm not the best driver. Like with normal car, go-karting on the rain, and like the back wheels, like there was like sliding, and I go, oh no, it's gonna be a recipe for a disaster. That's for sure.
I saw Anthony over the weekend, and he was saying that he really wants on his bucket list is to do a Vegas trip to the F1, and he was saying that it's so expensive.
Why Vegas?
The pit booths, like boxes, are like $20,000 and I'm just like, holy shit.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's a lot of money. Yeah.
I can't afford the grandstand seats.
It's elite sport, that's for sure. Yeah.
But yeah, that was really cool watching that with you.
Yeah, so it was fun. Like
that was our weekend work, and
that's the kind of hangout we do. Watch.
Yeah.
And then we went for dinner. Yeah, yesterday night. You forgot about that?
Yeah.
We had dinner at Century Cove. Yeah, was pretty lovely. Never been to Century Cove as well. There was like George Paragon Century Cove.
Yeah, casual, simple food, but nice.
Beautiful area.
Water.
Yeah.
When we were driving in, I was like, it feels like we're not supposed to be here.
So Century Cove is a very how can I explain? Like very sophisticated.
Just way too posh.
Yeah, way too posh.
It'd be a bit boring to live, if I'm honest.
Really?
Play your music too loud, you'll get
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Hard drama to have.
What else?
Yeah.
I've got I ended up securing that new laser kind of spontaneously, because there was a cool opportunity to get a bargain for this laser, which is only like 1 or 2 years old. So I actually got that, hoping by the end of this week or next it will arrive, and I'm going to put it to the test. I think we're going to create some videos of me getting lasered, because I want to experience it, and sort of compare the pair and see.
And how are you going to do that? Like you're going to get someone to laser
inflicted on myself.
Yeah, you're doing yourself.
I think comparing the pair and just trying to find the best laser, the best results, I should say. As I always talk about, tattoo removal is not equal with all these different machines and whatnot. So it'd be pretty awesome.
You have to learn like the frequency.
No, the frequency
is similar to the machine, or the same.
Yeah. Just different results.
Like how it's going to react, like in
just
different tattoos, different colors.
No, same colors. It's all the same principles, but I just want to be able to remove them quicker.
Oh, yeah. It makes sense.
Yeah, so that'll be really interesting.
Well, I think that's nice. Yeah, good news.
I think we'll put up some videos of myself.
Yeah,
undergoing it.
Going through. So I should get like my ankle and my back done again.
Rita's ankle and her hip are half gone. So
the hip like has pretty much gone.
No, 80%.
Yeah, quite a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot lighter.
A lot lighter.
Little way to go.
Yeah, so
Rita has 3 tattoos and I laser all 3 of them.
Yeah.
Not forcefully.
It's like his way to actually like punch me.
To inflict pain.
So would you say like the new laser can be like a little bit more painful because it's like
let's find out.
You don't know.
No, it shouldn't be.
Laser arrives.
I'm not really sure. It'll be the end of this week or early next week. I think it's coming from South Australia or something like that.
Was like an expensive shipping?
$1,000.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Bargain though. So yeah, it's super cool. And that's the next step into the Gold Coast Clinic, which on that note, you guys have heard me on the podcast talk about before optimizing the Google, my business and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm been chipping away at that, and I'm getting Gold Coast inquiries. The Gold Coast Clinic's not even open and probably won't be for like 3 months.
Yeah.
And I've got like today, a lady's like, "Can I book in advance? Like,
really?
can I book in now for when it opens?" And I'm like, "Oh, this is perfect."
That's so good. Yeah, so but I think it's result of
it's the orange scrubs
and your beautiful face, that's for sure. Yeah. But I think it's result of the effort that you put in the Brisbane clinic. So you kind like reflect having like people so interested here to do the treatment with you.
Yeah,
so
thank you.
Yeah,
I'm interested in not that drive. It'll be nice to have a couple of days down here lasering and not
what
drive
is the
to
plan
Brisbane.
like doing with the laser that you have right now?
Just keep lasering.
The laser.
Now that I think next week, Emily, we're going to bring Emily on the podcast with us.
Yes.
She's starting full time as our marketing manager next week. So everything's going to go up a few gears. The podcast is like this, or it has been this informative platform where we can just talk and answer questions about tattoo removal. But we're about to create lots of YouTube videos and content in clinic with clients, answering questions, like really, really cool stuff. So if anything, this podcast might sort of be like a conversation, you know, like about tattoo removal, but not so specifically, because we're going to create these really specific YouTube videos to answer questions. Like we know what the most common questions are about tattoo removal, and we're going to build a YouTube channel around that. So I think our podcast is going to be us shooting the shit and just talking and
I think
being
the
personable.
podcast is great to get to know a little bit.
Get to know each other?
Yeah.
You get so nervous on the drive here. Fuck.
When I get nervous, like I
she
kind
stops
of
talking.
shut down. I don't speak.
As I jumped out of the car, I was like, talk. That's all you got to do. Just talk.
And like, I know how the podcast, how this is important for you, and then it's important for me as well. So like, I kind of fear of making mistakes, right? And then I go, oh my gosh, like what I'm going to say is going to be right. Am I going to be engaging or like,
and my response to that was you talk all day. You could talk somebody's ear off all day straight.
Yeah,
I'm sure you can.
But it's so different when you know.
Bright lights.
Yeah, the bright lights makes you a little bit anxious.
Freeze,
yeah. So that's the thing. Like, try to control this fear as well, and like not letting be louder than like the motivation, like to talk and like the
can
real
actually
goal.
Go wrong.
Yeah. Really.
Yeah. If you screw that bad, we can just hit delete.
Yeah.
We don't have to upload it.
That's true. Yeah.
We'll definitely still upload it. But
yeah, that's the thing. Like, you know, just try to make right. But doesn't have it to be right all the time. And then also I think the concern is like, English is not my first language. So I kind of like, I know that I'm going to make mistakes. I know that I'm going to forget words. And then I know when I'm anxious, I tend to be even more forgetful.
It's like the snowball effect.
Like you say.
I couldn't imagine you asking me to come do some Brazilian podcast.
Yeah, like putting on a spot, right? Like, and you have it to be creative and engaging, and you go, oh my gosh, like it's easy to talk like during the day, like about like the topics then you always talking about, then actually you sitting here and then you put yourself like in a very discomfort situation, let's say that, but like discomfort brings growth. Yeah.
It's not that uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Just
not
chill.
for you. Yeah. But like it's quite challenging for me. So so even when it's challenging, like you have to
you're growing.
Pushing through.
Yeah. What else? What else? Tell us about your week ahead.
Yeah. What's happening this week? Oh, just like working. What else happening? Working.
Work.
We have I
Mondays are nice together because you don't go back in the afternoon for clients.
Yeah, so Tuesdays,
which
Wednesdays,
suits the podcast perfectly.
Yeah,
but it's nice.
Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays I'm there in the afternoon, morning and afternoon, and not Fridays evening. So it's kind of nice having like Monday and Friday afternoons off, so I can do admin work as well.
And our days align there because Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays you just whitewash for me in the clinic. So Mondays and Fridays, we get to spend a bit of time.
Yeah, and we have like pretty much Sundays and Mondays now. So
yeah, lucky you.
Yeah.
One thing always like evolving and sort of growing. One thing that I've not on purpose, I'm starting to trial not taking my computer to the clinic. And I know that sounds crazy, but on Saturday morning, I drove up there at like 5 a.m.
Yeah.
And I got to the clinic in Brisbane and realized I forgot my computer. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Which is what I use for everything, for booking, for looking up all the photos of clients, all the information.
It's all there.
Yeah. So there was like 21 people booked in and I had no computer and I was like, what the fuck am I going to do? And then I got the iPad and I actually managed to log into the booking platform and it worked super well.
Awesome.
And although the Saturday was so busy with no breaks, back-to-back clients for like 9 hours, I wasn't overwhelmed because I find myself when I finish with a client, my computer's there. So I'll do emails. I'll do like a bit of Google like optimization and I'll just start creating content. Like it's a lot. And I think I really like unintentionally overwhelm myself.
Yeah.
So I finished work on Saturday and I was tired, but I was like, that wasn't that bad.
Good.
I had a few emails I had to reply to when I got home, but my actual time in the clinic was pretty easy. So I think I'm going to trial
more productive.
Yeah. Even if I take my computer, but just put it in the cupboard and just like make actual conscious effort.
And then I think because
to not go on it and not do emails.
You have to make a conversation. You have to be so present. As soon as you read an email, as soon as like your attention gets split. So I think it's important to like the connection you're building as well with your clients.
That's a good point to look at. I think the problem is when you're just trying to do it all yourself because you want to be responsive in like a timely manner. You want to make those bookings, but
you want to respond just
you have to be
you
present
can.
Like what you're saying, you have to be present with the clients. So
you have to make the most of it because that's like the 30 minutes, then you have to give the most information, right?
It's very true. Always sort of evolving, trying to figure out what's best. It was so funny, like a year ago was not even busy and the problem was not being busy, and then you sort of grow and you're just dealing with different problems.
Yeah.
Always problems, just different problems, but better problems.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like you ask for that much food on your plate.
Yeah,
so how am I gonna deal with that now? You know, is always like looking for the best tools to facilitate that journey that you are now. Yeah,
it's very true.
And then like you have to take the challenge. Yeah.
I was thinking about what you were saying earlier about your new clients coming online. What's involved in that? Like when you get a new client online training, is there like a onboarding process where like how does it work?
So the online training consists, we have like they respond like this questionnaire. I kind of found like what is the most
answer truthfully? How often do you go to the gym? 6 times a week?
No, they
do you smoke? No.
Yeah.
Do you eat takeaway? No.
No.
Alcohol? No.
Yeah, but it's kind of like find where like they paying and trying to create like a structure so they can keep themselves accountable for their goals. You know what I mean? So like I had this guy, then he wants to train like 3 times a week. He's super busy. And then he goes, my sessions has to be like 45 minutes. And then it's like talking and kind of showing the benefits of he has to be consistent. If he's not like showing up, he's not going to have the results he's expecting because he wants to put muscle on. So all depends of his efforts, you know. So
are you talking about me? That sort of hit me right in the feels.
Yeah. So no, and like what involves like they will like just we have this questionnaire, like I give the feedback to them, and then after that I create a structure plan, and then every 2 weeks we have a check-in, and that's where like I see where they are at, how much they have. Like on the app,
is it an online check-in? Obviously, yeah.
Like on the app, I kind of can see, like there is a tool where I see if they have been showing up, if they have been following the training.
Is that filling out their training program?
Yeah, so as soon as they finish, comes up a tick, then I can see they have done the session,
right,
and
then I can
like reply back to them. I don't have many clients online, but like the ones that I have, like it works very well, like doing like 2 weeks checking, and that's my main goal, like merge for then explore a little bit more like of the online clients. And
that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Right when you thought nobody's watching.
Yeah.
Watching your work out there, you are just... That's really cool.
Yeah, checking everything. So I think it's important to have someone then helps to keep you accountable, right?
Yeah.
And like you have to show up too. I think that's what our relationships are as well. Like you have to keep showing up to to the other person, right?
Yeah.
And the same thing in life. Having a mentor, it's
I was about to ask. So you're saying your goal is to get a bit more, merge slightly more online, and what does that look like from like a steps point of view? Like what's the plan to get there, really?
Yeah, the plan to get there, I don't know yet.
No, fair.
I don't know yet. Like at the moment, I have just been giving as much as knowledge as I can, like online, and making myself valuable.
I saw some new reels coming out.
So making myself valuable, like, and having like more viewers and people more interested, and having their fitness journey, and I'll be like the coach. So
do you get a fair bit of Brazilian interest from the Brazilian community?
Yes, I do. And half of my clients are Brazilians, and half like they are like Australians or different nationalities as well. So it's a kind of mix. Being Brazilian, it's like it's helpful in the way. Then,
but you also can't get rid of them.
Yeah, it's helpful because like for the language, so many.
You guys tend to stick together. Australians aren't like that.
Yeah, we kind of support each other.
Yeah. It's pretty. It's nice to see.
And like I just like think then I don't want to say like like. But like we like hard workers, you know what I mean? We are very hard workers. Like doesn't matter. We take the time. We like to understand. Like you guys is more didn't work. That's okay. Like it's not gonna show up. That's fine.
Very
like,
culturally different.
Yeah. So we try to get a little bit in depth. So
when we go to the gym together, half the time it's just you running into Brazilians and speaking Portuguese, and I'm just like,
how's your Portuguese, by the way?
Tangy. I understand.
You better start learning soon. Hey.
I need a good tutor.
Like Elliott, he doesn't like to be told of anything, not even like a language.
It's
if
hard.
I'm trying to teach him any words, he's like get frustrated very easily. Yeah.
Should have seen him in school.
Right, really? Yeah. So it's very hard actually to try to.
I think what's hard for me is my like mental capacity. Because although I'm there, I'm like so caught up in work. It's so I need to learn how to like switch everything off to take in more.
As you were saying before, like you forgot your computer, like you have been forgetting things like your entire life. So actually it's being
watching this, not the downfall, but when recently we were speaking about coming off the ADHD medication, I was like, it was really like tangible, the difference. Like Rita, I was like, I'm losing everything. Watch this, it's gonna get worse. And then 100%. What did I lose the other day?
car keys.
The car keys, yeah.
He has forgotten like the garage door open twice. So we wake
leave
up in the morning.
It's crazy.
He comes in and leave the garage open, and I go, oh.
And just watching that start to happen again. I was like, look out, Rita. I'm gonna start losing everything.
So how is the plan like with the medication? Are you gonna see the?
Don't know. Yeah, I think I see the guy, the specialist. I think next week or the week after. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think for me,
work on a plan.
I think for me, the stimulant medication, which is like Dexies or Ritalin and stuff like that, it's so strong. Like so crazy.
How are you feeling out of it? Like, do you feel like your energy levels has changed?
My energy levels are way better. Nobody talks about it, but when you take that stuff, it takes you up, but then there's a crash, and you'll crash before the end of the day. So I'd be at work at like 2 p.m. feeling like a zombie. Literally, like I just had drugs and I'm coming off drugs because you are. So you either have to double down, take another one, and then just go full blown into the evening, or you ride through this real big come down in the middle of the day. Horrible. Where now I can go to the clinic from like 9 till 9, work 12 hours, and I'm like, feel good, but a lot more erratic,
like your
I
thoughts,
suppose.
Going way.
Pros and cons. Yeah. So hopefully we can find a suitable non-stimulant one, so you don't have that crazy come down, but have some sort of mitigation for side effects.
Happy to do the trial with different drugs to see which one can be suitable and not affect as much as well. Yeah, it's a trial. Hey, like
the whole thing is such a journey.
Would you not take the medication at all, making the choice of let's try to explore?
Yeah, potentially, but I don't. I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't like the stimulant medication. I think it's harder. And then it like makes your mood stable, but then when it wears off, you're super grumpy because you're literally crashing. So what goes up must come down.
Yeah.
Yeah. In my head, an ideal world is non-stimulant medication. So we'll see.
You never tried non-stimulant once?
We tried it once. Remember, I took the one tablet and I was so sick. It literally ruined my day. So that was ages ago. Yeah. So definitely won't take that one again. There's so many. So it's all trial and error. But there was one that I took and it just instantly ruined my day. Made me so sick.
That's the thing. We should get like a specialist in ADHD and like having them on board and like talking a little bit to
it's not a bad option.
To bring awareness to everyone. I was listening the podcast of Harry Boyle, and then she had Sky Whitwell. She's a fitness influencer, and then she was sharing. Then she also has ADHD and like the journey with her partner. They have been together for 17 years and like all the ups and downs that she has gone through. And like a lot of people, they it's not as people, they don't speak as much, about the
for sure.
The downside.
It's a cool thing about social media and podcasts and stuff these days.
Yeah, makes you related like so much, like with your
so much more accessible.
Yeah.
No, that sounds good.
Then,
what do you reckon?
I think,
wrap it up for another week.
Yes, I think then that's it for today.
Thank you for joining us, guys. As always, please leave a Google review in the comment section below. You'll find a link. That helps support the show. It helps me get new clients, helps me share knowledge. So if we brought you value, if we entertained you, if we made you laugh, please leave a Google review. Make sure it's 5 stars.
Yes, thank you guys for listening to us. See you all next week.